Hello my friends, welcome to this channel. I'm Anna and I help you grow beautiful and healthy plants. In this video I'm going to repot my Stephanotis and I'm going to grow it on trellis. Now it has this sticks here as a support, but as you can see the vines grow very long already and actually doesn't have even place to grow anymore. It grows in this nursery pot for 2 years already and definitely it's time to repot it. I will be using this soil from Subotanica Cyber soil, which is for hoyas specifically, but I really liked it. Maybe you've seen my previous videos where I repotted my hoyas and also even a Tradescantia, but this chunky soil has perlite, bark and worm castings in it, which is very useful for your plants. And you can grow also your monsteras, philodendrons, anthuriums here, of course hoyas. And now I'm going to also try this soil for my Stephanotis, as it also likes very light soil. So if you would like to test this soil, I will also leave the link in the description of this video, and you can use my code to get a 10% discount. But you can also use any other type of soil that you want. This is not a sponsored video. I just share my experience with you, and I'm testing this soil myself. Well, Stephanotis, also known as Madagascar Jasmine, is a beautiful flowering vine that is perfect for growing on a trellis. I tried this support here, but it's not enough. You can see how it's basically grows the vines and tries to find support. It grows on the wall and then I bring it back on this support. But now I'm going to use this trellis to help it basically grow in circle. This is a small one, of course. Later I can also add a bigger one to it, but now I would like to have a compact plant here. So we will see. If the stems are too long, maybe we can even cut some stems and propagate Stephanotis. But basically you need to choose the right trellis for your plant. It's a vigorous climber and it will need a sturdy trellis to support its growth. You can use metal one or wooden one. I use this bamboo because I feel that this is so much better. I don't really like metal trellises. They get rusted sometimes. Even if they don't, I feel that they are a little bit harming the tender stems and leaves sometimes. So this should be definitely much better than metal ones. And once you have chosen the right trellis, it's time, of course, to plant it, which I'm going to do right now. I will remove the plant from this pot, clean up the roots as much as possible, and I'm going to grow my Stephanotis in this clay pot, which has a nice big hole for drainage, and everything should be fine. Of course, let me quickly also tell you a little bit about the growth conditions and care tips, because it's really easy to grow this plant. Well, number one is of course watering. It requires regular watering. I notice whenever I'm a little bit late with watering, the leaves get droopy. Of course, when I water it, they recover, but this can still damage the leaves a little bit. So try to make sure that the soil is always moist and water it abundantly, because especially in the summer months it likes a lot of moisture. And of course the light is so important for this plant to grow in general, to grow new leaves, but also for flowering. If you notice that your plant is not flowering, it's either the lack of light or lack of fertilization, which is another tip. Of course, fertilize it in the spring and summer months and it will just grow amazingly. The next one is the tip that I would like to give to you is pruning. Well, here you can see that I haven't really pruned my Stephanotis, and it's just one stem moving forward like that, growing sometimes side branches by itself. But if I had pruned it when the right time, you know, much earlier, not now, but much earlier, then I would have even a bushier plant. And don't be afraid to propagate it, because you can cut the stems and plant even in the same pot, so that you can have several stems growing from the pot. Okay, and of course, even though it's a very nice plant, not really demanding, I would say, and it's quite easy to grow it, sometimes you can run into problems growing Stephanotis. The most important ones are yellow leaves. If you notice that there are a lot of yellow leaves on your Stephanotis, most probably you have overwatered it. So you will need to either take the plant out of the pot and repot it in a fresh soil. It really depends how badly overwatered it is, but that's basically how you can save it. Or try to make sure that you put your plant in a warm place so that the soil gets dry by itself quicker. Again, if you see it's not blooming, increase the sun. Don't be afraid to also grow your Stephanotis outside, on the balconies, on your patios, just in outdoors and under the direct sunlight. This will enhance the blooming and it will bloom abundantly and the flowers will be bigger. So it's an amazing plant, of course, for the gardening. And yeah, the pests, of course, maybe you can notice some leaves here have some stains. It is actually from thrips that I had last winter, but now the new growth, you can see that it's absolutely healthy and there are no more thrips here, so we successfully fought with thrips. All right, so let's start. First, I'm gonna take the plant out and remove all these sticks here. So some branches may be damaged, I may break some stems, but let's hope that I won't do it. But even if it happens, don't worry. So let's remove this first. One. This one will be a little bit challenging. So I will speed up this whole process because it will take me a while to untangle all the stems, but then I will show you a speeded up version and of course the results. So it seems it will be more complicated than I expected. So I removed successfully this plastic trellis, which is not really heavy and will not support the growth and the weight of this plant. And I decided to use actually two trellises. So now we will see if I will put next to each other like this, or maybe even like this, or like this. We will see how I will do it. And I'm gonna also use velcro to basically tie the stems on the trellis, and I really like this. I've already used a velcro for my hoyas and I absolutely love this. I would not definitely recommend you to use plastic clips because I feel that sometimes you can really damage the stems and they can get dry without you actually noticing what was the reason. But yeah, these kind of plastic clips, just throw them away and use velcro. If you would like to use this kind of trellis or the velcro, everything, basically everything that I use here, even the clay pots, everything that I recommend you, I will use their links and I will put them in the description of this video, so that if you would like to buy specifically this trellis, this velcro, these kind of clay pots, you can easily find them by clicking on them. But if you don't want, that's totally fine. I'm just using these now, and you can use anything else that you would like. You can also use a different shape of trellis, of course, it doesn't matter. So let's now start. I will speed up the process again so that, you know, make coffee and join me in this process. Here it is. It's not ideal, but hopefully you like it better than what I had previously. You can see this one leaf here and another one here, but these are the old leaves and there's nothing to worry about at this point. Well, now my trellis looks a little bit hidden, and the plant hopefully will grow on it even more, so that this green velcro will even be covered in the end. And now, as you can see, this younger stem goes in circle and will come up again from here. Well, hopefully we will see some flowers soon, and if it blooms, of course, I will be posting pictures and videos on our YouTube channel. And if you would like to share your experience with it, if you have any questions, please, of course, write everything in the comments, and I would really love to talk to you about plants. If you like the video, please subscribe and share with your friends, and stay passionate about plants. See you next time.